So the object which cannot generate their own light is known as non-luminous objects. Okay, such as table, chair, wall, paper. So these are all not able to generate their own light. But we can see this object. How can we see this object? We can see the object only when a light falls on that object. When light falls on the table, you can see, are able to see or identify the table. When you go for the new place, are you able to see the table or the whatever the things in your in that place? Are you able to identify the things without light? When you go for the dark room, are you able to see any things? Can you able to identify the things there? No. Why? Because the light is not falling on that objects, so we're not able to see the objects. So light plays a very important role in our day-to-day life. Okay, so this topic is interesting. So we'll see more about this topic. Okay, so here this light has so many properties. So many properties like reflection, uh, refraction, interference, diffraction, etc. So this light has the so many properties like reflection, refraction, diffraction, and interference. These are all the properties of a light. But in the 10th grade, we're going to study only about reflection and refraction of light. Okay, so then what do you mean by reflection of light? Is very simple. Okay, I'll give you one example. Suppose here we have a wall, right? Here we have a wall. So suppose for this wall I throw a ball. For this wall I'll throw a ball. What happens to the ball? Of course, the ball will come back to you, doesn't it? Will bounce back to us. In the same way, suppose I'll take one laser light and I'll take one mirror, plain mirror. So on the mirror I will pass a that monochromatic laser light. So then what happens to that? So it is, of course, it will come back. So you can see the laser light image aside. So what is this process known as? This process is known as reflection. So how can it define reflection? So reflection is one of the property of a light. So that is when a light falls on a smooth and polished surface, it will bounce back. The light bounces back when it falls on a smooth and polished surface. So such property of a light is known as reflection of light. Okay, what is reflection of light? Here the question for that, what is the reflection of light? So we know that when a ray of light approaches smooth polished surface and the light rays bounce back, it is called the reflection of light. The incident ray, so here, so I'll show you the example. This diagram, it will help you more. So there's a mirror or a plane surface or smooth polished surface. So the light ray which is coming from light source, say it may be sun or it may be any other light source like a luminous candle, luminous bulb or candle, anything. This is known as incident ray. When the incident ray hits a smooth surface, so after that what happen? It will bounce back. It will bounce back and go back again. So this is known as reflected ray. Okay, so this is known as the normal line. Actually this is normal line, straight line. Okay, this is known as incident ray, this is known as reflected ray, and this is known as, so that point where the both incident, reflected and normal line meet. So what is reflection of light? So reflection of light, when the light ray approaches a smooth or polished surface and the light ray bounce back, this it is known as reflection of light. Okay, so write this as one answer in your class. Take okay, okay, then the incident light ray which lands on the upon the surface is said to be reflected of the surface. The ray that is the ray that is uh, the ray the ray that bounce back is called the reflected ray. If a perpendicular were be drawn on the reflecting surface, it will be called a normal. So the figure shows below of an incident beam on a plane mirror. Here the angle of incidence of angle of reflection with respect to normal or reflective surfaces. So what you can do, so you can write these things in your classwork. So what are the things you write in the classwork? So do one thing, uh, all of you keep 100 pages points book for physics. Okay, so keep 100 pages points book for the physics. So 100 pages points book. So if you have any old book, you can maintain that. Okay, 100 pages book. So in that 100 pages book, so write this light chapter. So write the light heading and write what is the definition of light. What is the definition of light? What is luminous? What is luminous objects and non-luminous objects? Okay, so then what are the properties of light? List all this. What are the properties of light, and also what is reflection of light? What is reflection of light? By looking into this video, you need to make a notes like this. So if you make a notes like this, it will help you very it really help you in understanding these concepts. Okay, I hope all of you will do this. So this is the reflection of light, and also you can draw the diagrams, everything in that points book. Okay, so yeah, so just we'll recall what we studied today. So that is what we said, that what is light. Light is a form of energy. So then what are the luminous and non-luminous object? So the object which generate their own light is luminous object, and examples are what is that, sun, fluorescent bulb, candles, etc. And non-luminous object cannot generate their own light, so examples are table, chair, wallpaper, etc. And next, the properties of light: reflection, refraction, diffraction, and interference. And what do you mean by reflection of light? And with a diagram. So when a light ray falls on the object, a smooth polished surface, so the light ray bounce back. It is called as a reflection of light. Okay, so the one is known as incident ray, other is known as reflected ray, and this line is known as normal, and this P is the point of contact of the surface. Okay, I hope all of you do this. Okay, all of you should maintain 100 pages points book for the physics, and all the points you need to write in that. So now what you should do, so by looking into this video, you need to make the notes. So like this: what is light, what is a luminous object, what is non-luminous object, what are the properties of light, and also what do you mean by reflection of light. So to these things we discussed today, so make a note on these things. Okay, the remaining thing we'll see in the next class. Thank you, have a nice day, bye.